So, what exactly is politics? Before we delve into that question, allow me to introduce to you Politdigm Sparks. It is important to note that our videos do not aim to provide an unbiased source of knowledge, nor do we intend to teach you politics. Rather, our goal is to ignite a spark in your mind. By the end of this video, you should find yourself with more questions than answers. Our mission is to explore various societal issues, foster curiosity within you, and encourage you to think more deeply about the world we live in. All of this is achieved through the presentation of a single question. If you enjoyed this video and would like to support us and also stay updated on future episodes, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Additionally, you can support us on Patreon or visit our website to learn about alternative non-monetary ways to support our work. Join our public Discord server to become part of our community and submit questions for our Q&A on the monthly Politdigm podcast. Also, don't forget to drop a comment with questions you would like us to cover. So, what exactly is politics? At its core, politics is about who gets what, when, and how. It's about decisions that apply to members of a group and involves the use of power by one person to affect the behavior of another person. Politics, in its broadest sense, is the activity through which people make, preserve, and amend the general rules under which they live. It's a complex field that encompasses many aspects of society, including the distribution of power and resources. It's not just one thing, but a multitude of processes, actions, and systems working together. Politics is a tool used by those who control the economy to maintain their power. However, it can also be a medium for people to bring about change and challenge the existing power structure. While politics may often evoke the image of a politician and the government institutions, its scope is much broader. The term politics has its roots in the ancient Greek language. It comes from the Greek word politika, which means affairs of the cities. This term was introduced in Aristotle's classic work, Politica. In the mid-15th century, Aristotle's composition was translated into early modern English as politiques, which eventually became politics in modern English. So the term politics essentially originated from the concept of managing affairs of the cities in ancient Greece. Of course, over time, the meaning of politics evolved, encompassing not just governance, but also interaction and power dynamics within societies. The scope of politics is vast. It's not just about government and laws, but it is also involves the distribution of power and resources in a society. It affects every aspect of our lives. It may seem like some things in life are unrelated to politics, but the truth is that political decisions shape every aspect of our lives. For instance, the safety of the food we eat is dependent on government regulations. Education policies, which are often biased, determine the type of education we receive. The quality of the air we breathe is affected by environmental regulations. Even the TV shows we watch are impacted by lobbying and political activities that can change the message of what we see. Politics determines how our tax money is spent, the laws that govern our actions, and services that are available to us. It can also affect our jobs, our health, and our safety. Every aspect of your life is directly or indirectly affected by the current political climate you live in. Politics can seem complicated, definitely when it comes to political theory and all those fancy and complex words, but that's precisely why it's important to care about it. Our current global system that governs us doesn't really favor us having a great education. I mean, just imagine if our governments actually spent adequate amounts of funding on education. They wouldn't be able to get away with half of the questionable stuff they do. Not to mention that politics is made out to be complicated so that we lose interest in it. By understanding politics, you can have a say in the decisions that affect you and your community. You're no longer at the mercy of others who seemingly do not care about you or your life. You can vote for leaders who share your values, advocate for policies you believe in, and hold your representatives accountable. So while politics might seem complex, it's also incredibly important. It's how we collectively decide what kind of society we want to live in. If there's something you should take away from this video is that politics is super important and everything around you is the way it is, some way or the other because of politics and the policies and rules that our politicians have created. Nothing is the way it is just because of some inexplicable supernatural force. Politics is governed by the material world around us, meaning that it can be explained materially. If, like us, you want to create an egalitarian world where one group of people no longer controls everything, then we invite you to educate yourself in politics. You can start here on YouTube. You can, for example, watch our podcast, listen to our readings series, or check out the other great content creators in the leftist space, which inspired us to create this series. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Politdigm Sparks. If you did, don't forget to support us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and checking out the links in the description below. Anyways, good studies, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.